Hi, welcome to Lesson 11. These are the foundations for the three songs that we're doing, and they are all classical pieces this time. One is a Musette by Johann Sebastian Bach. The second is a Scherzo by Haydn, and third is called Arabesque by Burgmuller. So our scale this week is in F major. F major, we find the note F, and we're going to use a slightly different fingering for this one because of where the black note comes. We want to use the fourth finger here, come underneath, cross with 4, so when we get to the bottom, we have enough fingers left over. The left hand stays the way it was for the other scales. You use up all your fingers, cross with 3, and that brings you to the top. All right? So let's do our scale. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest, prepare. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So that's our scale. We're going to go right on to the echo. And with the echo this time, we're just going to have one beat of rest and then you come in. So it has a combination of eighth notes, sixteenths, and quarters, which are very common in all of the songs that are in Lesson 11. Okay? So we're in F position. I play first, and then you echo it back to me. And from here, we do our do, re, mi, our solfege. I play it first, and then I'll sing the do, re, mi. You can sing it with me or sing it inside your head, okay? Do, re, mi. Mi, re, do. So, fa, mi, fa, so. Fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. Mi, re, do, re. Fa, mi, re, mi. So, fa, mi, fa. Re, mi, fa, mi. Okay. Now, I will point out that the 3 songs in Lesson 11 are in 3 different keys. So these foundations are to help you mostly with the new song in F major. The other 2 songs, one is in D major, which we covered in several lessons before. You can always play that D scale and then play the song. And then the other one is A minor. I can show that to you real quick. In A minor, the natural minor is all white notes. So in C, we play all white notes. When you start on the A and use the same fingering, that's the note in A minor. So an A minor song uses all white notes, and quite often you'll see a little G sharp in there every once in a while, and that helps change the chord getting ready to go back to A minor. And aside from that, so many white notes, I didn't feel like it was necessary to do its own thing. Let's go on here to the jam. So in the jam, all I'm doing is giving you examples of things to build on yourself. And I'm encouraging you to take what's there and then make up with your own notes. That's the jam part, okay? Then the same pattern. Same pattern on different notes, right? You can take that anywhere. All right, that's a bit odd. That was me going on with something else. All right, second combination is 4/8 notes, 4/16, and a quarter. Right? Third is 3/8 notes, 2/16, and a quarter. Right? And now with some pickups there. So sometimes what I'll do to get inspired to do echo or jam, I'll have the song that I'm playing in front of me, and I look for little rhythm combinations that happen more than once in the song, or something that I really, really like. And I'll take that and I'll start to do a jam on it, or I'll do echo on it to strengthen my sense of the rhythm. When you start to do music with 16th notes, there are so many extra combinations that half the trick is being able to recognize what the rhythm is when you see it. And that comes from experience, mostly. And you can kind of shorten the learning curve by turning them into echo games and into the jam. All right? So we'll take a look at the song cipher. Now in the Bach, there are spots where you have to leap a long distance. So this is putting that into place for you. We have to leap from here and then jump and hit the F sharp, right? That's a long jump. A lot of people, when they have big long jumps in classical music, they're going to look down so they can see it. To really read music well, you want to learn to keep your eyes on the notes, otherwise you lose your place. So that's a transition that has to happen for you. Hopefully it happened a while back. You can look at the music, you know what position your hands are in. Even so, when there's big jumps, it's okay to look down at your fingers. So we have this half note and then twice as fast to help our hands learn how to jump. So we're here and we need to be here. So we do that, half notes, and then we do it twice as fast. With big jumps, I usually don't go to the eighth notes because the big jumping back and forth doesn't happen. It's gauging that distance and memorizing that distance, right? So the next one actually is here, and we have to jump to here. This is where the letting go part, where when we do our whole notes, one, release, release, prepare. So the release part is where the muscles relax, and then when they move, they are not moving under tension. Judging those different lengths where you have to jump, it's very precise. So if you learn it all tense, it's going to be different in your muscle memory than if you learn it loose. And that's very often why when people speed up a song, like it starts to fall apart because they're not used to doing it tense and they don't really understand how to relax. So there's a combination of two things that happen as you move forward. You learn to be in a relaxed place where you let go. That lets you play faster. It also allows you to change the tempo and change the way you move, and you'll be accurate much more than you would otherwise. Okay? All right. So now in the bottom line, we have a slightly different example. This is a chord that changes. In the first one, we want the 1 and the 3 here, and we want the 2 and the 5 there. Okay? Next one is kind of similar. We change the fingering to 1 and 2 because we need the 3 and the 5 for the other. It sounds very similar. That's one of those common things in classical music. It's one way, and then the next time it comes, it's almost the same, but not quite. And it requires a different fingering to make it work. Classical music, those fingerings become fairly important because they help you identify what you're doing until you can actually hear the whole thing. All right. And the last one, this is from the Arabesque. We have to be able to get back and forth between those chords without actually looking at them, because the left hand or the right hand is doing the melody and it jumps up. So I put that in there to kind of remind you. That spot, you want to be able to do that without having to look at it. So you do it by feel. Here, second finger's right there. You move the thumb over. If you bring your hand up and move it around, it'll be confusing to you. But if you stay in one spot, it's one of these weird things. As the music gets harder and faster, you want your hands to move less and less. Only what they need to, not a bunch of extra, because the time between notes gets quicker and quicker. I hope that helps you get started. Those 3 songs in Lesson 11 are real favorites of mine. I just love them. I played them when I was a child growing up, taking piano lessons. I hope you enjoy them as well.